My name is Larissa Tormey. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Ireland. In my show, My Music and My Story, I'm talking to my fellow musicians who are sharing their amazing life stories with me as well as their music. Please follow us on my YouTube channel, Larissa Tormey Music, on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to share, as you're helping an independent musicians.
Woke this morning, you were gone. An empty bottle on the side. I read the note you left behind. What a way to start your day. What a way to start your day. What a way to start your day. Drowning all my cares away. Wistfully just drift away. Still smell your perfume everywhere. I've tried to call you several times. And I recall the things I said, things we say we can't do back. What a way to start your day. What a way to start your day. Drowning all my cares away. Wistfully just drift away. Look outside, the sun is shining, but in my heart it's raining hard. Just can't tear myself away from that first bottle of the day. So what a way to start your day. What a way to start your day. Drowning all my cares away. Wistfully just drift away. What a way to end your day. Close my eyes and drift away.
Hello everybody, my name is Larissa Tormey. I'm only one Russian and Irish singer-songwriter. I live in Ireland nearly 20 years now, in the middle of the green farms and here in Midlands. And I am chatting away via Zoom now to lovely musicians, different musicians from all over the world. And today I have a guy I wanted to talk for ages. We're so busy we couldn't get in touch for a long time. Very talented singer-songwriter Seamus Fitzsimmons. Nice to meet you.
And you, Larissa, it's lovely to meet you too. Lovely to meet you.
Tell me, please, where are you? Where are you based?
I'm living in the north of England, not too far from Alton Towers. Have you heard of Alton Towers?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only 10 minutes away from there. So,
Ah, nice.
yeah,
So it's kind of countryside then, is it?
yes, it is. Yes, it is very. Yeah, a little place, a little town, a little village called Cheadle. I actually live in.
Ah, that's
Very
lovely.
nice. Very
And
nice.
tell me, like, by judging by your name, you're Irish, but are you born and raised in England then, Seamus, is it?
Yeah, I was born in the East End of London, Stepney, to Irish parents from Dublin.
You do have very posh British accent, you know that?
Do I? Very posh.
Do I? You do.
Ray Winston would be proud of you.
It's so fascinating for me to, like, I'm so alone in Ireland, but all these accents, and because I'm working on my accent as well, you know, trying to reduce it when I
from
sing.
different regions, from different regions.
You see, Russia is so huge. Even only Moscow has 17 million population, but we don't have accents anywhere. It's the same everywhere.
Oh, really? Is it the same all across?
All across, everybody speaks the same. Wow. And here, like little small county, you moved like 30 minutes, and it's like different country altogether.
I never thought that.
Yeah, we know accents, but for me it's fascinating, and I'm so good now. I can like recognize straight away what part of Ireland people are from their accents.
Yes, I'm very good at that.
So long. So okay, you're born in London by Irish parents. They immigrated, or your grandparents immigrated. Who immigrated?
Yeah, it was my father came over before my mother, and he went over to Dublin. He was over in Dublin, and my mother was modelling at the time.
Oh.
And they met each other, and they came back to England to live. My father had some work, and they never came back. So
all right, they settled down.
They settled in England, yeah. So,
and were they in music at all? Was there any music influences in the family?
Yes, my father was a brilliant singer and a great piano player. And
wow.
He would play around the East End of London, you know, in the pubs.
Was he self-taught?
He was self-taught, yeah. He taught himself the piano, yeah. He was a beautiful singer. And my mother could sing as well, but only in private, you know, so.
Right.
But so
they were into music, obviously.
Yeah, I've been brought up with Irish and country music, all sorts of music from different genres, from Nat King Cole to Perry Como to Foster and Allen, Daniel O'Donnell. It's a lovely mix, you know.
It was always in the house then, music, they were listening
always
to it.
Yeah, always. And as I say, I started playing the guitar when I was probably 10.
So you took guitar when you were 10 years old, and did you get any lessons, or did you learn to yourself?
No, I went to a few lessons, and they said you may as well just, you know, we won't take your money off you because you're playing chords. I didn't know what I was playing, but they were chords.
Mm-hmm.
So I carried on and just got my own style of playing, and
you developed yourself.
I developed my own style, my own finger picking style, yeah.
So you were playing for yourself, kind of, and then did you ever thought that you will be like musician professionally, or it was your hobby throughout your young age, like 20s?
I hoped I was. I went through my teenage years. I was a very good boxer.
Oh.
And so was my father, and I was a very good footballer. So I turned semi-pro football for a few years, and but always came back to the music. And I never ever dreamed I'd be able to write a song, even, you know, or let alone play in clubs or pubs. But from probably, I would say, early 20s, mid-20s, I began playing, you know, professionally.
So you were playing pubs and all these venues, is it?
Yeah, and singing, but still not writing songs at that point, you know. It weren't till probably in my early 30s I started to, you know, to write songs.
That's late enough, Seamus, isn't it?
Yeah.
And why do you feel that you wasn't like comfortable or confident enough for that?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I never really put my mind to writing anything, you know. And I think, you know, Larissa, from different songwriters that you've met, you have to experience things in life before you can write about them, or, you know. So
I absolutely, what you said is actually precious, Seamus. I'm so agree. Right. I so agree with this. Even it applies even to the singer. I prefer all the singers because they produce what they went through the life. They have a life experience. It's very different, isn't it?
Exactly, because there's no point in writing, you know, a song about heartbreak if you've never been through it.
That's true.
You know, and but fingers crossed, I'm writing some, you know, fairly good songs, so they tell me. So it's
so good. You started. I want to get back to that now. You started to write, and like, do you actually remember first song you ever written? No, you don't.
I probably do, Larissa, but I probably threw it in the bin.
You shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't keep it. Right. So you started to practicing, and did you write like many songs? How often?
Yeah. I've written quite a lot of songs. I've got a lot of songs in my back pocket, as they say, that for future albums and stuff. You know.
Fabulous.
But I would say the first. What I would say a proper song, and I remember Charlie Lansborough. I was speaking to Charlie Lansborough a few days back, and he said one of the songs on his album was "You're Still Around," and he said when he wrote that song, he thought, "I've written a proper song," you know. And I said, "You've written so many proper songs, Charlie. How can you pick that one out?" He said, "Well, it's just a special song." And I think for me, probably a special song that I would say for me was the one I wrote for my wife, Sue.
Okay.
When I was in Ireland last year, I was recording the album with Wayne R. Golden up in Dungannon. And I was sitting in the hotel room feeling sorry for myself and missing home. You know,
lonely.
Yeah, I was. And it was a lovely room, don't get me wrong, beautiful hotel. And but just got the guitar and this little song came along, and it's a song called Would You Mind, which has been doing really, really well. So,
really? Would You Mind? We are going to listen. We are going to listen to it, I'm sure.
Oh, lovely. Brilliant.
If I told you that I love you, would you mind? If I told you just how wonderful you are, can I wrap these loving arms all around you as we dance to our old song one more time? I could stay here for a lifetime and just love you. I could hold you in my arms forevermore. So if I told you that I love you, darling, one more time, can we dance to our song? Would you mind? I could stay here for a lifetime and just to love you. I could hold you in my arms forevermore. So if I told you that I love you, darling, one more time, can we have this dance? Would you mind? Can we have this old dance? Would you mind?
Thanks,
And so you didn't, Seamus, when you were in the hotel, I'm sorry, I'm like talking stuff like that. You didn't say,
No worries.
"Ooh, I'm free now." No, the typical Irish is so devoted to your woman, like very sensitive.
Between you and me, yes. Between you and me, yes. No.
Nobody going to know about that. And tell me, how long were you together? Like when you wrote the song, how long that?
Oh, we've been married for over 30 years.
Oh, it's so sweet, this dog.
So yeah, so she's been with me through all the ups and downs, you know, and all the knocks that you get in this business, as you know.
I know.
And but we keep going because it's not all about the fame. It's never been about fame for me, and I'm sure it's not for you, Larissa. It's getting your music out there and getting it heard. And if people like it, that's brilliant.
It's exchange, isn't it? You have to put it's pouring out of your soul, and you want to exchange. It's like an energy you exchange with people.
That's right.
So
exactly.
you can't keep it away. I always say, and I'm talking to a lot of musicians. I love music. I love people anyway, but especially musicians. I feel for them because I'm myself, you know, went through all of that, and how important it is for us because it's genetics and it's in our genes. Just to do it. To get it out. So you think this is your best one of their favorites?
I think so. Other people would sort of disagree. There's the new album that I'm trying to get released, but during the pandemic, everything stopped. As you know.
And is it your first album you're trying to release?
I would say it's the first proper album.
Okay.
I've got a few albums of different cover versions and different things, but it was the first one I would say was produced properly and all the sound. And a big thanks goes out to Wayne Golden over there in Dungannon. He's a very, very talented.
Very good. You're happy with him?
Oh, extremely. And I wouldn't be going anywhere else to do any more music.
And do you go to him physically or you work through the internet?
Yeah. A lot of the stuff I sent over to him via email. Some ideas for songs, and he would do the arrangements for me. And then obviously when I went to Ireland, I already knew the songs and the arrangements, so we just went in the studio and I'd do the vocal. And, but he's extremely talented, and he's a great guy.
Easy to work with.
Very easy to work. Well, he's a friend really, so
it's very important. Like I'm working with Peter Wire, you know him. Like I know of Charlie and I actually do. I talk to you about Charlie now in a minute. But
I remember Peter many years ago when he played with Charlie in his band.
Yeah.
And he used to do Charlie's arrangements for his songs. He's a very talented musician.
Very talented. But we are like, I don't know, like nearly like a family. And I think it's very important when you work with somebody to have this connection, isn't it?
It is very important, yeah. It's a must really, because you feel comfortable.
You do.
I've met some folks who say that I'm a dreamer, and there's no doubt there's truth in what they say. But sure, a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the things he loves are far away, and precious things are dreams unto an exile. they take him on a land across the sea. Especially when it happens he's an exile from that dear lovely Isle of Innisfree. And when the moonlight peeps across the rooftops of this great city, how wondrous though it be, I scarcely feel its wonder or its laughter. I'm once again back home in Innisfree. I wander o'er green hills and sleepy valleys and find a peace no other land could know. I hear the birds make music fit for angels and watch the waters laughing as they go. But dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten, and soon I'm back to stale reality. Although they pave the footways here with gold dust, I still would choose your Isle of Innisfree. When I come back to my own dear Ireland, I'll rest a while beside you, Cramagree.
And tell me then, how do you know Charlie Lansborough? Where did you meet?
I've met Charlie going back 25, 26 years ago, when Charlie was in the height of his career. And every time we used to meet, we used to chat, and he'd spend 20 minutes with me chatting away, because he knew I was writing songs at that point, and guiding me about what to do, and he's following my career. And there wasn't much in the way of social media then.
Yeah, no.
So it would just be when you meet and greet, when you meet them. But he's been a big supporter of mine over the years, and I have him, and he's an inspiration, really, as well as a friend.
I love Charlie. You know what happened to me? I recorded on my second album. I recorded his cover of his song. You know the dream.
Oh yeah,
right.
Song.
And then I asked. No, he was touring here in Ireland, and just beside me. And Pete got me to go and meet him. So I met him, I gave him my CD, and I said, Charlie, lovely. I met himself, his wife. We had a great chat, and I was lucky. I said, you probably don't have any Russians ever sung your songs before, you know. And he found me fascinating. And then I went away for holiday, right, Spain, and we're sitting with my husband, eating our breakfast in the hotel. Next thing, my phone rings, and I pick up the phone and I said, hello, who is it? And he said, it's Charlie Lansborough.
Yeah.
I said, Christy, it's Charlie Lansborough ringing me. I said, yes. And he said to me, Larissa, I was listening to your song. You're so good. Thank you very much to recording it. Would you believe that, Seamus? Like,
bless him. I can believe it.
It's some gentleman. I mean, people at our time don't take a time. Even text messages, they don't want to do.
No, that's right. That's right. It's normally someone else does it for them.
Yeah, and he actually pick up the phone to call you. I mean, it tells a lot about him, isn't it?
It says a lot about the human being he is, and he's just brilliant in my eyes. He's
very valuable.
Second to none. Yeah, he was on the phone the other night. He'd heard I was going to release a new single. And he'd obviously heard it. I sent him, an email of the song, and he was praising it, and he says it will do well for him.
I was happy.
Yeah, and I was saying about my mother's a big fan, because my mum met him in Dublin when I took her over there many years ago, and he said, "Oh, what's your mum's address?" Well, 2 days ago, he sent her out a package with all different things, a lovely letter and a card, and that's just class.
Oh, how brilliant it is!
Yes. Yeah. And she thought it was me winding her up, sending it through.
Oh, it's a brilliant story. She must love this story.
She's over the moon now. She's already a fan, but she's a bigger fan now. So
I have on my new album one of the songs which is not released. It calls "Old Fashioned Men." Old Fashioned Men.
Right.
Old Fashioned Men. And when I sing about I love old fashioned, I miss the song Gentleman.
Manners, good manners, and
manners.
Yes,
all this old-fashioned way to do stuff.
Yeah, they cost nothing, but they mean everything.
Yeah, exactly. Seamus, moving on with your career, you said you recording this album. How many songs did you record at this stage? I think there's about 13 songs recorded, but I'm picking 10 for the album. Okay.
And there's only one cover on there, which is I Live in Free, which is my cover of I Live in Free, but all the rest are self-penned songs.
The rest of them all yours?
Yeah, they're all my songs,
And tell me, my next question, it kind of applies to myself too. How do you pick the best 10? Will you make choice yourself, or will you ask your friends around? How do you do that?
It's a bit of both. I asked my wife,
right.
And she said, well, my song's got to be on there, would you mind? I said, well, that goes without saying. And then it's friends and like family and.
So you do ask people's opinion. You do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. And even Wayne himself had an input on that, and he said, "I think this is a great song. This is a title track, I think."
Okay, well.
Because the album is called Rainy Heart.
Rainy Heart.
And that's one of the songs I wrote for the album, and it's just over 6 minutes long, so you wouldn't get many radio stations playing.
No.
It now,
Though I know a few stories about famous people releasing such long tracks, and they were told it would never be played, but it was.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the classic one is Freddie Mercury, isn't it? So
that's it. Yeah, few stories like that around. So you know.
No, that's right. But
Rainy Heart is a very beautiful name.
Yeah, and it's an experience I went through as well. So it does mean a lot,
Mean a lot to you. Okay, great. So what are you going to do now? When are you going to do official release? Are you going to wait? Yeah,
I've just got a few more little tweaks to do. I've got a single coming out on Monday with.
What is it? What is the name of the single?
It's called I Wanna Be.
Okay.
And it's an up-tempo song that I'm not really associated with. I'm associated more with the ballads, I wanna be the one who holds your hand. I wanna be the one you want around. No other kisses could take your place. No other arms, dear, has your embrace. I wanna be the one you kiss goodnight. I wanna be the one you hold so tight. I'm gonna love you, come rain or come shine. If you wanna be all mine. I wanna be the one who holds your hand. I wanna be the one you want around. No other kisses could take your place. No other arms, dear, has your embrace. I wanna be the one you kiss goodnight. I wanna be the one you hold so tight. I'm gonna love you, come rain or come shine. If you wanna be all mine, I'm gonna love you, come rain or come shine. If you wanna be all mine. Like, but that's, I'm putting that out with Steve Bloor again, which I'm sure you know.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, he is doing your video, is it? Video for
No,
you.
he's doing the like the press release and
Oh, I
sending
got
it
it. Yeah,
sending
okay.
it out to the radio stations and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, Steve is very good.
he's a great guy, very
Very-
professional, and he does what he can for you. You know,
He
he's
does. Yeah,
good
I
guy.
done lots of work with him too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
So
hoping to do a video later in this year. I mean, I'm hoping to work with Steve on a video, definitely.
He'll
But
be
when I was
brilliant
over in
with that.
when I was over in Ireland just before the lockdown, I was in Tullamore. I
It's
was
just
at,
beside me, Seamus. I just came back
is
from
it?
it. 10 minutes.
Is it?
I live like
Ah.
literally outside of us.
Do you mean I could have popped in for a cup of tea and I never knew?
Yeah, an apple tart.
Do what I mean?
No problem. Well, we have to meet up in reality next time anyway.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
Would love that.
As I say, I was at a family do and Stephen was there. He's a great guy. You know, he's a very down to earth fella, very very talented songwriter as well.
Who?
And Stephen Rosny.
Oh, Stephen Rosny, you know him.
Yeah.
He just next to me in Clara.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, I was over his house and was at the do, and he said to me, "There's a song," he said, "I think you would sing really well. It's an old classic, and it used to be called the Motorway Song.
Motorway song.
It's called Come My Little Son."
Never heard this.
And I'll have to send it through to you, Larissa.
Sure. Is it country? Is it?
No, it's an old Irish.
Old Irish. Okay, love it.
It's
Folk.
beautiful. And he took me into a studio, and funny enough, it's where Charlie Lansbury recorded a lot of his albums. And we went in there one night, and I played it live and sang it live, and there was a few musicians that played on it after. Stephen said he'd do a video later in the year up in Connemara. So I will be doing a video to that song, so I'm really looking forward to that.
So you recorded it in there with all the stuff?
I've recorded it already, yeah, and a few radio stations have already played it. I've sent it out to a few friends of mine. I think our friend Mary
Mary Kay Burke.
She's a great
Isn't
lady.
she some lady?
She's a fabulous singer. You know yourself.
And I'm going to do duets with her. We're going to.
Yeah, she's asked me about that as well.
We need to pick up some old Irish song. That's what I think
Yes.
is best folk and do it together.
I heard your version of Danny Boy, you know, by the way, and I thought it was class. Oh, that was beautiful.
You liked it?
Especially the Russian bit in it. That was just really caught me out.
People kept asking me all the time, would you sing something in Russian? But I don't gear my music for Russian people. I'm not in Russia anymore. I was thinking, remember lying in bed thinking, what can I sing in Russian that it will be like kind of connected to Irish people? And then it just came to me, Danny Boy, everybody knows that. And nobody ever done it in different language like that.
It was lovely. That was a real curveball, that one. I was listening, I thought, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
Good idea. Anyway, I'm full of good ideas.
Oh, come, my little son, and I will tell you what we'll do. Undress yourself and get into bed, and a tale I'll tell you. It's all about your daddy. He's a man you seldom see, for he's had to roam far away from home, away from you and me. Remember, lad, he's still your dad, though he's working far away. In the cold and heat, 80 hours of the week, on England's motorway. Now if you fall and hurt yourself and get up feeling bad, it isn't any use to go a-running for your dad. For the only time since you were born he's had to spend with you. He was out of a job, we hadn't a bob, he was signing on the brew. But remember, lad, he's still your dad, though he's working far away. In the cold and heat, 80 hours of the week, on England's motorway. Sure it would be your daddy here, and wouldn't it be fine to have him working near home, and to see him all the time. But beggars can be choosers, and we'll have to bear the load. For we need the money your daddy earns by working on the roads. But remember, lad, he's still your dad, though he's working far away. In the cold and heat, 80 hours of the week, on England's motorway. In the cold and heat, 80 hours of the week, on England's motorway.
Fabulous. So you at the end of your album, I want to talk more about your music now.
Yeah.
And are you going to promote it? Do you have like any skills, or what do you do to promote yourself, Seamus? Can you not online? What do you do with that, with your music?
I do all my own promotion, really, from like my Facebook page, etc. And I've got no manager or anything like that. So
how do you find that Facebook page working for you?
It's okay. It's not bad. I've got a lot of followers on there now that keep an eye on my music. It's a quick way of getting, you know, an instant reaction. Yeah, an instant reaction. But no, it's not too bad. I'm hoping to do the album launch later this year. Please God, if the lockdown's over.
Right.
Maybe in Liverpool, at the Irish Centre in Liverpool, and I believe Charlie said he'll try and get down there and do a little.
Spot. Let me know. I might pop in as well.
Yeah, definitely.
You never know. We'll have a big Irish. We'll get Pete with us as well. Have big Irish party in there.
I've got Michelle Murphy. She said she'll probably come over. Jerry Kane.
Oh yes.
I'll give a shout out because I've written some new music for a few artists over in Ireland.
For her. For who?
For Jerry Kane.
Oh, for Jerry Kane. Okay.
I've written Jerry Kane a song which she's going to release hopefully after lockdown. Michelle Murphy. I've written a song for Michelle. I've written a song for Cowboy Larry Taff. Do you remember?
Yeah, I've heard about him as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just.
So how do you? So you're pitching your own songs as well. You're not only singing.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm not just keeping them for myself. I think with music, you should share it. You know.
Oh, very important. I always say, Seamus, like one talent is good, two even better, isn't it? Three.
Yeah,
better.
That's right. And it's nice to hear other people's take on your songs. You know.
But did you send it to people, or they ask you? How did it work for you as a songwriter? How did it happen?
It's a bit of both, really. I think because of the sort of success I've been getting recently with my own songs I've been putting out and Facebook Live, I think people are watching me more, and so they've seen me play. I did one Facebook Live where I only sang all my own songs.
Yeah.
And Facebook took me down because they said, you know, you're singing other people's music. I said,
that happened to me twice.
Did it?
It's unbelievable, Seamus. I was writing to them for nearly 10 days, trying to argue. It's my music.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I couldn't get anywhere.
No, they just took it that, which I think, and you should, Larissa, is take it as a compliment.
Why?
Because they think the songs are good enough that someone else must have written them. See what I mean?
Shocked. I said, I'm an independent musician trying to get through here, paying for everything myself, and I'm putting this for free, and you muting my songs. Yeah,
I know. I couldn't believe it myself. I couldn't believe it.
Okay, so it's a good thing anyway. We're good.
Yeah, well, this is it. They obviously think our songs are good enough. You know?
Okay, very positive anyway. And do you have any your own website or anything, or are you just operating on Facebook?
No, I'm operating on Facebook. I think I'm on WhatsApp. I've got some music on YouTube. I mean, I'm working on that to get a web page sorted out, a music page.
What would your approach will be? Are you very? I'm looking at you. I think you're very laid back person, aren't you? You're not very. You don't produce any desperation in you. I'm trying to get somewhere. You know this. You're very calm.
No.
You're not.
I think. You have to be true to yourself, I think, don't you? It's
did you develop it, Seamus, over the years, or you've always been like that?
I've always been a bit sort of chilled and relaxed, you know. And
yeah,
always. I try to be. I think, and that's why when I go on stage with my music, I just try and make the audience feel comfortable. Just sit and listen, and you know.
You know who? It's interesting that you are friendly with Charlie, because what I find fascinating about him, apart that he's a good songwriter, because I saw him live and I talked to him before the concerts, the way how calm he was. He was actually all his even face was absolutely relaxed, you know.
I know.
And I often, because I sing 20 years and I always nervous, especially now because it's like all different music. And now what I do, it's sometimes I tell this to him when I go, before I go to the stage, I actually imagining Charlie in my head.
Right.
Imagine the way he was. And I said, okay, remember Charlie Lansborough? Larissa, like him.
I think everybody gets nervous. You must get nervous.
You must. It's natural.
My stomach turns over, but I try to think, well, if I'm nervous, the audience are going to be nervous.
True.
So you try and take a deep breath and then carry on and then go into your song. So
carry on.
Charlie's the man for that, definitely.
Yeah, he produces this, like, he's so calm. You think maybe he's not inside, but he does it very well anyway. If I want to send people to your music, where is the best place to listen to you anyway at the moment? Well,
they could go and look there. I've got loads of videos on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Seamus Fitzsimmons, singer-songwriter. And they could go to YouTube. They could listen to it on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. I'm on most of the mainstream.
So you have your music on streaming platforms anyway.
I do, yeah. I've got a few songs on iTunes and stuff, yeah.
Well, I am really looking forward for you to finish this album and to hear it, Seamus, because I really like your singing. It's very soulful.
Lovely.
Very good songwriter. And I wish you all the best with your music. I'm going to send all your links to my listeners, to my viewers. And please, I have a group on Facebook as well, My Music and My Story. And you can post all your stuff in there so they can follow you in there after this program as well.
Brilliant. Okay. Oh, can I give a shout out to a big pal of mine over in Downpatrick, Stevie McVie.
Okay.
If you've not seen his music, you really need to have. He does a live show Wednesdays and Saturdays, and he's just releasing a 4-track EP of all my own music, of all my songs. So,
okay. So I will get in touch with him. I actually love somebody recommending me other musicians.
He's a great artist, Larissa, and he's a lovely guy. He'll be
on my list then next.
Hopefully, please God, yeah.
Thank you, Seamus, so much for your time.
Well, thank you, Larissa, and continued success to you, love.
Thank you so much.
Take care, mate.
I saw Mama on the front porch with a tear in her eye. It seemed that she had gone back to another place and time. And as it rolled down her cheek like a diamond shining bright, I asked her why, and she replied, when a tear suddenly appears from your soul, let it flow. Let it flow like a river running over pebbles and stones. Let it flow, and it will lighten your load. Still the tears kept coming, don't know the pain they hide, but far more than a million words, they healed her deep inside. And as they rolled down her cheek like a diamond shining bright, she held me tight and then replied, when a tear suddenly appears from your soul, let it flow, let it flow like a river running over pebbles let it flow.